Traditional marketing isn't working anymore. The old virtuous cycle of buy ads, get distribution, sell product, buy ads no longer pays. The solution? Stop advertising and start innovating. What you need to build your brand is a remarkable product or service. Today, we will tell you everything about Purple Cow Theory. Before starting the video, please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so you get notified when we upload the next video. Number 6. Definition. What does Purple Cow mean? Purple Cow is a marketing concept developed by marketer and entrepreneur Seth Godin that states that companies must build things worth noticing right into their products or services. Godin claims that a product that isn't in itself unique and somehow remarkable, like a purple cow, is unlikely to sell, no matter how well crafted its advertising. Purple Cow is Godin's addition to the traditional 5 P's of marketing: product, price, place, promotion, and people. Godin believes that creative advertising is not enough in a media landscape that has people tuning out. With people skipping ads on television and having more control over what they watch and when they watch it, Godin argues that now, more than ever, it is important to remember the importance of creating remarkable products. Number 5. Godin's Purple Cow metaphor oversimplifies his idea. To be remarkable, Godin says, is to be worth talking about, worth noticing, exceptional, new, interesting. A purple cow definitely stands out in a world where every other cow is either brown, white, black, or a combination of those. It commands attention, but as marketers, we want more than attention. We want sales. And to do that, it's not enough to be remarkable. You have to be remarkable in a way that's meaningful to your audience. Going back to the purple cow metaphor, how many people do you think would eat the meat from a purple cow? I sure wouldn't. At least, not until 20 years of research and real-world experience have shown that it's safe to eat. Number 4. The missing link. So yes, you do have to be different, but in a useful way. Godin himself says so. Being noticed is not the same as being remarkable, he wrote in The Guardian 4 years after Purple Cow was published. Running down the street naked will get you noticed, but it won't accomplish as much. It's easy to pull off a stunt, but not useful. No use being remarkable at something that people just don't care about. In Utility, Why Smart Marketing is About Help, Not Hype, Jay Bayer says, "What if instead of trying to be amazing, you just focused on being useful? What if you decided to inform rather than promote?" I'm going to take it further by saying that the more useful you are, the more remarkable or amazing you become. By being more useful than your competitors to your audience, then you become remarkable in their eyes. Ask yourself, how is my offering better than my competitors? And does my audience care? Number 3. Be remarkable. This cult book on innovation from marketing guru and best-selling author Seth Godin has a simple message: be remarkable. Purple Cow argues that the only way to cut the hyper-clutter of products and advertising today is to innovate something new, unique, and remarkable, like a purple cow. Godin points out that 80% of the 30 newest entrants to Interbrand's top 100 brand list owe their success to word of mouth around what they sell, rather than advertising clout. Successful brands like IKEA, Starbucks, SAP, Krispy Kreme, JetBlue, Google are all built on remarkable products that get talked about. Innovation brains, not advertising or distributional muscle, is what is needed to succeed in marketing today. Number 2. Remarkablize your brand. Purple Cow is an inspiring self-help book for entrepreneurial marketers who find themselves stewarding big brands where innovation is often no more than Me Too copycat cloning. Godin offers practical tips to remarkablize your brand through innovation. For example, by horizontally integrating innovation, getting stakeholder involvement from the board down to lead buyers, you improve the chances of getting a successful purple cow to market. Likewise, by making being remarkable a critical success factor for innovation, you get to screen out boring brown cows. Starting up a separate purple cow innovation workstream can free you from the shackles of traditional new product development. And don't forget to live the Be Remarkable mantra yourself. Do one thing worth talking about every day. If Purple Cow has a weakness, it is that it underestimates the power of the dark side corporate conservatism. Nobody, yet, has gotten fired for sinking money into advertising sizzle, whether or not there was a purple steak worth sizzling in the first place. To remedy this, a follow-up book, The Big Moo, co-written with Malcolm Gladwell, Tom Peters, and Guy Kawasaki, and others, Godin outlines 33 inspiring ideas for remarkabilizing your brand. But if you're interested in firing up the corporate barbecue for your company now and want a purple steak to sizzle, we've put together a Purple Cow brainstorm for you based on 30 key points and recommendations made in the book. Start by making a simple consumer wish list. Are there any gaps you could fill between what people want and what they're getting today? Think about the current leader in your market. If you could change just one thing about it in order to make it more remarkable, what would that be? Infectious products are A, easy to try and buy, B, easy to recommend, C, for a defined community, and D, part of a trend rather than a fad. How would you tweak what you currently sell to make it more infectious? Focus on the two key groups who will drive your sales: highly profitable buyers and opinion-leading buyers. What would you have to do to make what you sell remarkable to them? Make a list of competitors who are not trying to be all things to all people. Can you find another undeserved niche to target? Think about what the market leader is doing, then focus on doing the opposite. Imagine you gave your innovation brief to a world-class designer. What would they do different? Make two lists. One of the top reasons to recommend products in your market and the other of top reasons not to recommend. Can you spot any opportunities? The opposite of remarkable is very good, because very good is bland. What would you do to turn a very good product into a truly remarkable product? Packaging can make a product, and remarkable packaging can make a product remarkable. Think about remarkable packing. What can you do to make packaging remarkable? If you're going to make a parody or spoof of your product, what would it look like? This will give you a clue to what could be remarkable about your product. Imagine you are making a highly exclusive limited edition of your product for your 20 best customers. What would that be? What would you do if you wanted to make a collectible version of your product? Forget demographics for a minute. List the big social networks and communities in your market. Associations, clubs, employers, institutions. Could you make a special edition of your product for one of these networks or communities? Remember that convenience is king. What could you do to make buying, using, consuming, or disposing easier? Take another look at the top reasons to recommend in your market. These are what make products remarkable. What could you do to own one of these reasons to recommend? Your business card is your product in print and is a big part of what you sell. What could you change about business cards to make it more remarkable? List all the customer suggestions and customer complaints you've heard. What could you do to address them? Think about products in your market with remarkable design. What would you do to make the design of your product worth talking about? Who currently makes the most remarkable products in your industry? What would they do if they were in your shoes to make your product more remarkable? Imagine you are your most loyal customer advocate. What could you do to make them rave even more about your product? List the things that people find remarkable about products in your target market. If you wanted to own what is remarkable, what would you have to do? Remarkable products are often controversial and outrageous. What would a really controversial or outrageous version of your product look like? Try brainstorming with no marketing terms or jargon. It gets in the way of clear thinking about making remarkable products. Think of ways you could build a competitor to your own product with costs 30% lower. If you could, why don't you? Imagine your product is a person and you have to write a job reference for them. What's worth recommending and what isn't? Sticking with the imagine your product is a person theme, what advice would you give them to help them get a job? Explore limits. What would you do to make yourself the cheapest, most expensive, the biggest, the smallest, the fastest, the slowest, the newest, the oldest? Finally, imagine you are someone who loves taking risks. What's the one really risky thing you would do to make your product better? Number 1. What all this means for marketers. It takes 3 simple, but not easy, steps to become remarkably useful. Know your audience. Discover what keeps them up at night and what gets them out of bed in the morning. Learn and speak their language. Talk to them and observe their real-life behavior. Decide on the best way to be remarkably useful. Figure out a bullseye solution your audience will remember for a long time. It'll probably take you weeks, even months to create, and that's good. Deliver it to them. Build the solution and give it to your audience. Remember, how you deliver it matters, because providing an astounding experience with your brand is part of becoming remarkable. So stop trying to be a purple cow. Instead, be the cow that's tender, nutritious, and low in calories. Then you'll have a winner. Do let us know in the comments how you market your business. Thanks for watching.